What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be playing some Mega Draft on the top of ladder. Currently, I'm in the top 100 right now, 95th in the world. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys the best cards to pick inside of the new Mega Draft mode that is the ladder game mode for Path of Legends for the remainder of this season. If you guys want to support me, use my credit code BOSS in any Super Sub game. Thank you guys to do that. Alright, yeah, but like I said, 95th right now. Let's get in the first game. Alright guys, so in our first match here, because the Mega Draft games are so long, probably only going to be 3 games in every video that I do them. So in my opinion, Monk is one of the best cards to take inside a Mega Draft. I actually think it's even better than the Mighty Miner to take just because it's super good in a lot of different decks. It's just a very versatile card, especially against any kind of like ranged unit. And as you can see in a lot of the cards in this draft, you see the Flying Machine, Musketeer, Magic Archer, Witch, all that type of stuff the Monk is going to be incredible against. So the Goblins are super strong right now, especially now that there's 4 of them, and they're a very cheap card to take, safe to pick early on for sure. And then spells I like to take early on too, especially if they're cheap. So we see that there's Arrows, Snowball. Arrows and Snowball definitely better than Zap, and I don't really know if we want to take NATO yet, so Arrows are going to be a really good spell to take. I think Arrows are one of the best spells in the game right now, and they're just especially good in draft. I think they can just fit well in a lot of decks, no matter what route you want to go, and whatever the deck is, like win condition, all that stuff, it can fit well in a lot of things. So he goes with Flying Machine. I don't know if he ran out of time or if he picked it last second, but either way, I mean, Flying Machine isn't that bad of a card, so I don't think it's really going to cost him that much that he ended up going with it. And then he's going to go for Snowball as another one of his spells. So we got a few different options here. I mean, it looks like he's probably trying to go for some sort of maybe Fireball bait deck. But I'm going to take Magic Archer because maybe he wanted to take it because sometimes it's seen in Flying Machine decks. And then we really got to figure out here, like, kind of like what, I don't know, like what else we want to take the route. We want to go for win conditions and stuff. I might go Recruits because Recruits do really good against Flying Machine decks, and knowing that he took the Flying Machine and has the Fisherman, those two cards pair kind of well inside of Recruit deck, so I kind of want to block it and prevent him from taking it. He's going to go for a Mortar, so maybe we want to go Wall Breakers if he doesn't take them here, because those can kind of go well with the Recruits, splitting them in both lanes. The Monk also does really well against the Mortar, so I'm honestly completely fine with him taking that. He's going to go with the Valkyrie. So, I'm trying to think about what we should take. We maybe do want to have some more air counters for his Flying Machine, because that could be kind of annoying. I wonder if something like a Tesla could be good, just to have a counter for that. But for now, yeah, you know what? I am actually going to go ahead and take a Tesla, because it's usually pretty good to have a building in draft, so I think that it's a pretty good choice. He's going to go Goblins. I'm fine with that, because we do have the Goblins to catch the Miner he just picked. Miner's also a lot worse now after the nerf it ended up getting. A lot of you guys were asking for me to do a tier list. I was actually thinking the next time I do a tier list, I'm going to stream it, because I've never done that before. As you guys saw, I'm streaming more often, so stay tuned to that for that. I'm thinking of doing that and kind of like seeing how it goes. I'm going to go Musketeer just because, I don't know, I want to have another kind of like counter to the Mortar and the Flying Machine. So kind of a weird deck here, but we have so many good counters to his Mortar that I don't really see him being able to break through with it that easily. I mean, we have the... I don't know if that activated the King Tower. Oh, nice, we did. We successfully activated the King Tower, as you guys can see. So really, really good stuff on my end there. If you guys didn't know that, definitely make sure to take notes of that. King activation there. You can also do it with the Spear Goblins as well as the Guards, I think, and also Skeletons. So pretty much like any card where there's like 3 units together. But yeah, that was really nice. I didn't know I was going to be able to pull it off, especially when recording, because I tend to not play as well anyway when I'm like commentating, and yeah, but we ended up getting it. That was really nice. I'm going to go Magic Archer here. I do think we ended up... okay, no, we didn't line it up, but actually the Snowball might have pushed it in range. Nah, it did not, but still we're going to get a ton of damage. As you guys can see, Recruits are actually quite a good card inside of drafts, especially when Bomb Tower isn't an option. I feel like it can especially get a lot of value. So he ended up going for, yeah, Mortar. We might have to go for a Tesla, but let's actually go Wall Breakers here just to distract. And he's going to go for a Flying Machine. So Monk is going to be better here to tank for that Flying Machine and distract that Mortar there. I'm not going to go Goblins. I think it's fine if it ends up getting, yeah, one shot on the tower. I'm going to pop the ability here. Okay, really bad snowball by him. As you can see, that ended up not paying off at all for him. He ends up going in for a Fisherman last second. But yeah, that snowball got reflected. That was kind of crazy. So yeah, amazing start to this match. I think we made really good picks this game. Especially, like, according to what he picked, we made sure to have good counters to his Mortar. As you can see, we were able to stop it really easily. And then on top of that, we also managed to have some good, you know, damage dealing cards ourselves. Like, for example, the Recruits are pretty solid when there's no Bomb Tower. And then also the Wall Breakers are always nice. And then the Monk, too. It's very good for offense as well, just because of the reflection, and it's going to get chip damage always when it's tanking. So he actually goes for Lightning here. Let's go ahead and pop the ability right now, and he goes in for a Mortar. So let's just get Goblins down to make sure that that doesn't end up locking on our tower. Let's go for a Magic Archer here. It's probably just a matter of time now. We pretty much just need to get like a little bit more damage, and we'll be alright. Okay, so he did end up activating the King Tower. I don't know if he did that intentionally or if he got a little lucky, but either way, that is probably going to help him out a little bit, I would say, especially against I don't know, like the Wall Breakers and stuff, for sure. So we'll just go for a Tesla here to help take care of this Mortar. We do have to be careful because he's getting a little bit of damage. Nothing too crazy, though. We'll just send in Wall Breakers in the other lane to support a response out of him. He'll probably just go for a... Oh, wow, he actually ignored them? I was not expecting that. Maybe he thought it was going to even it up roughly, but it ended up giving us the lead in the opposite lane, like more damage in the right than we had on the left. So maybe not the best decision on his end there to ignore that, but either way, going to be pretty good for us. We'll just go for Wall Breakers once again. We'll go for arrows on that. Maybe forces a snowball out of him. Oh, wow. Okay, Mortar. I don't know. This guy's definitely making quite a few misplays this game. And we've kind of taken advantage of those. So yeah, Magic Archer does line up, and that is going to be GG there. Nice first game here against Kike Star. I think we made really smart picks, and we also played really well, and we also remembered the cards that he picked, so that also really helped us out that match. So we end up going to top 60 now, 59th in the world. Really good stuff. Let's see if we can make it into the top 50 or even higher by the end of the video. Alright, so we're in a game here against Aragon. We get to pick first. I'm not really sure what we should pick as our first card. I mean, I guess we'll just go for a Poison, because we see that Barb Barrel's an option too. So if he takes Log, I could probably just take Barb Barrel as a pick and it would be fine. So he's going to go for Queen and Miner. So we'll just go for a Log here because Poison and Log kills the Queen, so I think that that's fine. And then I'm trying to see if there's good cards to pair with the Skeleton King, because if there is, then I'm probably going to take it. So yeah, let's go for a Tombstone here because it pairs really well with the Skeleton King. We don't have to take the Skeleton King right away because obviously you can pick a champion at any time you want. So I decided to pick something that he could potentially take if he wanted, because we can take the Skeleton King, like I said, at any time we want. So I'm going to still hold off, I think, on taking the Skeleton King. Let's right now... I feel like the Fisherman's going to be really solid at pulling away the Giant Skeleton and the Miner as well. And then maybe we could get... you know what? I'm going to go Skeleton King now. I think it's definitely... I was going to pick it no matter what. So let's just do it just because I want to see more cards out of him before I decide what win condition I should pick and stuff like that. I feel like an RG could be pretty good just because there's no Inferno, so we don't have to worry about a reset to that. We also see that there's a Hunter, so I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna go RG here. I think it's a good play, and then we'll go Hunter. Of course, there's definitely some good stuff he could take against it. Like maybe he'll take the Barbarian Hut. I guess if he does. Okay, so he goes for the Bomb Tower as his building, and then he goes Rocket. I'm not really sure what we should take as our last pick here, but we definitely want to have something good. We see he's got arrows and Barb Barrel. We could maybe take Magic Archer, potentially. I'm going to do that. I want to just I don't know, take things that the Rocket doesn't do that great against. Magic Archer is kind of a secondary win condition as well. I feel like it's just really annoying for him. So, yeah, I think overall we have a decent pick. It's going to be interesting because the Bomb Tower is quite good against the RG, but we'll see what happens, I guess. I just went Magic Archer to get a shot. I mean, it doesn't really matter that it died because it's only one more elixir than the Mega Minion, and you just went arrows anyway, so I guess it's fine. Let's just go for a poison here on top of the queen. I think it's fine because there's nothing else we would poison in the matchup anyway. Maybe he'll go for a giant skeleton or something in front of it. I'm not really sure. No, he goes in for the miner. So let's just go for a tombstone here. He'll definitely use the ability now. And then let's just chill for a bit. We are up a little bit, so that's good. We'll go Skelly King in the back. I was thinking about going Hunter in the back, but he might potentially rocket that, and I don't want to give him a free rocket for no reason. So I think, oh wow, he still went for the rocket on the Skeleton King. I'm definitely going to probably try to punish him for that, just because, I don't know, I mean, I feel like I shouldn't just let him get a rocket on top of that, if I can help it. But, then again, the rocket doesn't do as much damage anymore, so I guess it's fine. It's not really the end of the world that he got that rocket. I just didn't expect him to rocket the Skeleton King, since, it's way, I mean, it doesn't die to a rocket like the Skelly King does, but anyway, let's go Fisherman here, just to pull that miner, and then see what he wants to do from there. We could just go Skelly King in front to protect, to force a bigger response out of him. Maybe Magic Archer here. It should be able to snipe and line up. Yeah, it does. Really, really good Magic Archer. That Magic Archer might have just won us the game. Got so much damage. We'll go Poison here. And Log. And then let's go for a Tombstone. Definitely need to make sure we pull this Giant Skeleton away. And we do pull that Giant Skelly away. I don't think that that's in range of the tower. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, it wasn't. Super, super close. I almost jinxed it. But luckily it wasn't. Okay, so he did get the rocket there. I kind of purposely gave him that, though, because I knew it wouldn't give him back the lead, and now we can build up a push, so I'm completely fine with that. We're going to go for an RG here. He's going to go for a bomb tower, but he actually gives me a free poison, so I'm going to take it. I know, obviously, he was going to play it there because the bomb tower, obviously, I couldn't poison both that and the queen, so he made me pick one, but I'm obviously going to pick the queen because it's going to give me tower damage that we needed because we want to stay ahead here. So I'm going to go for an RG. We've got a big push coming in. He could probably defend it, I think, just because the bomb tower is going to be quite good against it. But it does force a defensive miner out of him, which is really good for us because that's one he can't play on the tower, and he ends up taking one RG hit, so that's really good as well for us. Oh, nice. He didn't get the ability off in time. If he got that ability off there, we might have lost. If he got the ability down before the Hunter shot, we very well could have lost the game right there. So that was really, really good for us. I'm going to go Magic Archer here in a position where he can't rocket. It looks like he is going to rocket, so we're definitely going to get a poison down. And another rocket doesn't do enough, so he needs to get some damage on the tower, I believe. I don't even know if a rocket does enough now. Like, I'm actually not sure. Oh, yeah, nice. Whew. I had a feeling it doesn't do enough. That rocket nerf really, really helped us out there. We get a plus 33. Really, really good stuff. And that is going to put us in the top 50. Let's go. We'll go for one final game in this video. This will be our last game. So this guy usually plays Electro Giant, but obviously, you know, he's going to be forced to play other things this season. Kind of like in the last game against Aragon, he normally plays Expo. So that's why this season, even though I don't think Mega Draft is good for the game, it is a bit interesting as a top ladder player to play against just pretty much people who are like typically a one-trick and they're forced to play other things. It's definitely very interesting for sure. So he's going to take arrows as his first pick. I'm going to take poison just because I feel like it can pair well in a lot of decks, just like arrows. I feel like arrows and poison are both about as good as each other right now in the game. They're really, really solid. I'm going to go ahead and take Barb Barrel because I think it's a lot better than Zap. So now we already have our spells out of the way. I kind of wanted to wait to take the champion. I feel like there's no rush, and I don't really care, to be honest, if he takes a champion first because especially two of those champions are very good. Mighty Miner and the Monk are going to be great. I still don't know yet if I want to take one now or if I should hold off on it. We could just go ahead and take Monk, potentially. The only thing, though, is if I take Monk, I'm going to want to make sure that I have an Inferno Drag, because Inferno Drag is one of the best counters to the Monk. So that's, yeah, tip right there for you guys. If you do take Monk and there's Inferno Drag, you probably want to take the Inferno Drag. And if your opponent, I forgot if I said this in the game before, but yeah, if your opponent takes Monk, then you want to take Inferno Drag as a good counter to it. So he takes Witch. That's very interesting for sure, especially because we have Poison. I don't really know how I feel about that play. I'm very interested to see what he does as his win condition, because we do see an Inferno as an option. So I don't know. I'm kind of stumped on what I should take, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm a bit stumped. Sometimes this happens where I'm not sure what to take. I'll, for now, just take a Fire Spirit. We still have plenty of time to choose our win condition. We have a deck that could go well with Drill, but it could also go well with, I think we could take RG if we wanted to. With him taking Mighty Miner, though, we probably don't want to take the RG. I'm thinking Drill is a really solid option right now, because we could even, nah, I don't want to take Inferno, because I already have the Inferno Drag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Drill. But we have to be careful. Well, here's the thing. We put him in a weird situation because now he needs to take... he's in a weird spot because he needs to take a win condition, but at the same time, he doesn't have a drill counter now. So, I don't know. He's kind of in an interesting position right now. I'm very curious what he does. If he decides to... Okay, so he does go for the RG. We have an Inferno Drag, though, so I feel pretty comfortable playing against an RG deck here. Knowing he was going to take RG, I probably would have taken Inferno, but I think that it's alright. So we'll see how this game goes. We'll just cycle Skellies in the back. We have Barb Barrel, which is going to be pretty good against the Princess when it's on our side of the map. Let's see. He's not going to do anything. I guess I'll go for a Drill. And he's going to go for a Mighty Miner. There's his Witch. So let's get a Poison down. Alright, so that Mighty Miner in the other lane didn't do too much, I would say. He's going to split guards. Yeah, we both have very strange decks, but I kind of like mine better overall, just because a couple of the cards in his, like especially the Witch, I feel like were kind of weird picks. So I'm just going Skelly Barrel here. This is likely going to force a spell out of him. Yeah, he does go for his Delivery on it. I actually forgot he took Delivery, not going to lie. It is going to be pretty useful for him, especially against the Drill, but since he just used... kind of bad timing because he just went Mighty Miner, but I think it's going to... Yeah, the Mighty Miner isn't going to... Yeah, it forces all that out of him, so that's really good for us. We're just going to go Skellies here. And Fire Spirit. I don't know how he's going to get around the RG. Like, I really don't know, because... Just us having the... Oh, that was really clutch. Nice. The bomb from the Mighty Miner pushed the Monk in the other lane, so it ended up staying in the same lane as the Mighty Miner. Delivery gets forced out of him. We pop the ability here with the Monk, and that's going to reflect the Witch shot, so that's really good for us as well. We can send in a Goblin Drill again. I feel like we won. Like, I don't know what this guy's supposed to do to get damage. Because how is he supposed to outcycle an Inferno Drag? Because there's nothing else I'm going to use my Inferno Drag on except his RG. So we're going to poison this for sure. Yeah, it's going to get a ton of damage. He is going to go for his RG, but like I said, I can just go for a Inferno Drag on top of it, and there's pretty much nothing he can do. So This is, like, already a good game, like I said. We just go for a Fire Spirit here. He'll go guards, probably, so we'll get a poison down. Yeah, he plays them right into the poison, and because he just went delivery, we'll go for a Skelly Barrel now. He does go for a Witch, but I guess that's alright, because we're still going to get, I think, some damage. Yeah, we do. So let's go for a Barb Barrel here. We're going to go for a Inferno Drag, and yeah, there's, like, I don't know, there's, I don't know, like, what he can even do. We are going to poison here. I don't know if he's going to... Yeah, that poison just got a ton of value because he played guards right into it. So we'll just go Skellies here, go for a Barb Barrel, and then get a Inferno Drag up on top of this again. He's going to go for the Princess. I don't know what that's going to do, though. E-Spirit to pull that away. We'll just go for a Goblin Drill, and yeah, that's going to be GG. So yeah, pretty easy win here. Not really sure what picks he was doing, to be honest. He made some very, like, questionable picks, but... Either way, guess it ended up helping me out. That's going to give us plus 26, and that's going to put us now 35th in the world. So, doing really good so far this season, even though this game mode is Mega Draft, and I don't think it's good for the game. I do think that this is overall a good game mode for me, and I'll probably be able to get a good finish this season if I try hard and go for it. I mean, I don't really benefit from getting a good finish, so recently I haven't gone for a good one in a while, because it doesn't really get you anything except, like... bragging rights, because in CRL format all you need to qualify is the top 1000. You do anything more than that doesn't get you like extra points or anything like that. But because obviously I'm not a one trick and I can play a lot of decks pretty high up on ladder, I have a feeling, you know, just because of that I'm going to end up probably having a pretty successful ladder season, but we'll see what happens. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already, and thank you again until next time, guys.